And we are back with game 3 of our best of 3 series for round 3 actually of our NCPL coverage that I have going on my end. If you guys were not, I think I might have already gotten a couple of questions about this for which college I was covering, because I didn't actually explicitly say I was covering University of Washington, but that's what's in the thumbnail. That's the Washington Husky going on. And yeah, so we got Huskies versus Lions in this matchup, but I don't have anything other than a Thunderdog going on representing that, but it doesn't look like he has any Lions on his end. As you can see, we already know his team very intimately from the past 2 games. We've learned that Mega Man Electric is not to be fucked around with. We need to get rid of Mamoswine before we can do anything with our own Mega Man Electric, because I don't mind the Thunderdog versus Thunderdog matchup that badly, because I have a higher damage output than he does. And a more reliable one. So the one thing I do want to do is I want to get Stealth Rocks up as soon as possible, and Fuba just takes a big hit on turn 1. He gets crit, as a matter of fact. So I'm definitely not a fan of that. I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks anyway. I'm gonna say that the crit does matter, just because I am fully physically defensive. That does, you know, 1.5, so 50% more than I thought it would. And I'm actually gonna protect to get a little bit of extra leftovers recovery on this turn, expecting him to go for... I kind of want to scout whether or not he does have the Ice Punch. I've been switching in Tornadus the entire time, and he's been knocking it off every time, and he hasn't revealed Ice Punch, but he actually does on that turn. And he goes for a knockoff here, but because I am physically defensive, like I mentioned before, I actually make a very... I'm not going to call it guts. Why did I not go for Leech Seed? I've been doing that lately in games, you know, just for the salt when they don't want to go for a move that could kill me, or is guaranteed to kill me. I'll just go for Leech Seed on the off chance that I'll just piss him off. But I go for a Gyro Ball there just to get some extra recovery off, but he does trigger some Iron Barbs. So I had Stealth Rocks up, and I get the Conch Elder down to half HP, but I also lose my Mega Man Extra switch in once again. So I'm already freaking out that this happened this early. Conch Elder's scary, guys. I don't like messing around with this thing. But... you know, I might as well get the weather formality out of the way, go into my Politoed right now, go for Scald. I'm kind of hoping if it's rain boosted, it'll do at least that much, and it unfortunately does not. But, you know, Drain Punch does roughly around the same amount as last time, no critical hits or anything to mess around with, and I should be able to do this much with this one, so I have nothing to fear. I'm actually just going to stay in and go for another Scald, knowing it'll take him out. The worst thing that'll happen is he'll go for, you know, Mach Punch right there in vain, so... I'm just going to go for another Scald. I do have Rocks up, so his Sash is broken. It's not going to be able to take him out from there, but I don't know anything about this Gengar. I wanted to protect and scout for the Destiny Bond there to see if he did have it, because he definitely could have taken out my Weather there. And it was something that crossed my mind that I knew next to nothing about this damn thing, so I wanted to make sure that I wasn't doing anything weird there. But he does go for Sludge Bomb here again. I'm actually kind of surprised he did that, and, you know, I thought he was Focus Sash. I actually fought a lot of Gengars in this tournament, and I mixed up this one with, I think, the one in the next round, which actually turned out to be Focus Sash. This one's Life Orb, which explains the damage output on Sludge Bomb to Kabutops, you know, resisted to doing half HP. It's not fun. So... do I switch out Kabutops here? I really hope I do. I hope I do. Oh my god, I sacked it. I can't believe I sacked it. Why would I do that? That's a Rain Boosted Aqua Jet, doing around half to a Scizor, as expected, and he's just going to go for a U-turn. If there is a silver lining to this situation that I played myself into once again, it's that... actually, I don't really know what my benefit is here. I just fucked up again. What do you expect? So he sends in the threat, which is the Hawlucha, and I'm actually going to immediately go out into Bernadus. I was really surprised that he did this, because this lets me fire off Hurricanes as long as I have the rain up, and I just was not expecting that. He also sacks his Conch Elder here, which, again, kind of another weird play in my opinion, because having the priority is really valuable on Mega Man Electric. You know, just a parting Mach Punch could be very important in getting some extra chip damage off. But you know what? That's fine. Goes into Mamoswine here. I do break his Sash here, and on top of that, I think we learned here that he does not have Ice Shard, or he chooses not to go for it. And a Life Orb Hurricane actually just knocks him out clean. I was honestly kind of surprised by that, because I know Mamoswines can be pretty, you know, hefty on the HP side, but I just took out 2 pokes, and that was 2 turns. That was 2 straight turns of being able to do that shit. So that was a really, really important series of events in my book. So I am a little bit up on the amount of pokes. Most of his threats are still here though, but his Mamoswine is gone, and that makes my job, you know, having Mega Manectric a little bit easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I did back in game 1, which is U-turn on the Mega. That way I can get some nice damage off, and this makes the matchup versus Mega Manectric a lot easier. So I think right here, what do? Do I go directly out into Politoed? I do, because I figure having the weather up in order for my Manectric to be able to hit the Thunders and to reduce the damage on the overheat if he wants to go for it versus my own as well. It's going to be pretty important. Plus, I'm sure as long as he doesn't go for Thunderbolt and he wants to go for a Volt Switch, I should be able to take it. And look at that. I take it on 6. That's beautiful. But I'm not going to be able to do anything with this thing unless I switch out right now, which I actually kind of want to, don't get me wrong. Or, you know what? Scratch that. I'm looking at past me right now and shaking my damn head. I don't know why I sacrificed this thing so early. That's fine. That's fine, I guess. It's not really, but we'll make do. So my Manectric going to come in right here, go for a Mega, and the range of HP that he's at, thanks to previous scuffles that we had going on with Kabutops, is going to be able to clean him up with Thunder. He can go for an Intimidated Bullet Punch. I can guarantee you it's not going to do that much whatsoever, especially if he happens to be more of a defensive variant, which I don't really know whether or not he is, but I'm not impressed by that damage, so it definitely can't be... I don't know if that is Choice Banded damage. I know Mega Manectric is really fragile, but at the same time, that's -1 and resisted. So, hey, you know what? I'm probably overthinking, underthinking one of the ends. So, I've got a little bit more HP in this matchup. On top of that, he gets a little bit of Stealth Rocks damage, and oh no, the Intimidate, no, that does nothing. But as long as he keeps winning these damn speed ties, and I am pretty damn confident that these are speed ties, by the way, because I went back and double checked that my Manectric is, you know, timid with the 31. I'm not running that funky, you know, HP Ice 30 thing there. And on top of that, I win this one. Bam. Suck it. That's a timely game 3 speed tie change on that. And I take out his Mega Manectric. All of a sudden I can breathe again, because that means the rest of the game is mine. He has this Hawlucha left, and I think he has maybe one other thing left, but I'm able to just drop a Thunder on this. And then, does he have anything else? I don't remember if he has anything else, to be honest, but this is a little bit more of a straightforward match. As long as I got damage on his Mega Manectric, it was something I was able to play myself out of. That series of plays in the middle, I guess is what I'm trying to say here, where Tornadus was able to just clean out 2 Pokemon essentially for free. Whew, what a breath of fresh air. So, anyways, that was those 3 games. Me winning 2 out of 3 of those means I do move on to round 4 in this tournament, and you guys will get to see my next couple of opponents going on for that one. But this is going to be a new set of games with a new college starting tomorrow or whenever the next upload period happens to be. Anyways, yeah, if you guys enjoyed it, as usual, leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe, do your thing. I will catch you guys on that one later.